Welcome back to the Vandy Sports Podcast. I'm Joey Dwyer here with Chris Lee and Vanderbilt head basketball coach Mark Byington. As he said in his presser, got my money's worth, and especially getting it now. Coach, thanks for coming on, and just tell us what your experience at Media Day has been like so far.
Yeah, the media days, it's been fun. Obviously, the SEC does the right way. I was just joking with somebody before that you come to media day and you think you're talking to the media, you think you're doing those types of things, but there's also photo shoots involved and a lot of other things that aren't just your typical media. So, but the SEC's done it right. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be fun. You're looking around, you see coaches that have been in Final Fours, and I mean, you saw the top 25, 9 teams in it. How excited are you to be competing on just kind of the premier stage for college basketball this year?
Yeah, I mean, you know the challenges in front of you, and you know the SEC, what that's going to do, and that's down the road, and really our mentality right now is just the next practice, and we got a closed scrimmage on Sunday. We're excited about that to see where we are, and another scrimmage the next Saturday, and then we open up less than 3 weeks. So down the road, you know, I know it's like your SEC, you're talking about SEC games, everything else. Our focus really right now is just kind of the here and now. And we'll take on that when it comes.
Tell me about your roster. You got a lot of old guys. We talked about the rotation and the presser. Probably going to be pretty tough to narrow it down. How's it all coming together? A lot of new guys that are still kind of learning your offense, played in different schemes.
Yeah, the thing I was asked the other day was, do I know the starters? And our staff has talked about it. We don't know yet. You know, we have different guys step up in different situations. And then I do think right now we have – maybe 7 or 8 guys that have all had days where they've shown it. And the lineup's probably going to change throughout the year. It always has. But at the same time, we're going to learn a lot with what's coming up here, these scrimmages, these practices, and we'll learn a lot every day. And by the time we get to November 4th, we'll have a group, and we'll might not be the same group that we have in December or January.
You guys got picked last in the poll, but so did South Carolina last year. We know how that went. One commonality you have, you got a lot of guys that played a lot of ball. How much does experience help on this stage?
Yeah, I didn't know we got picked last until actually driving down here today. My head's been kind of focused on the film of our guys and where it is, and really, I've been on teams where you've been picked first and second and everything else. You don't put too much into it. Now, I do have guys that don't feel like they're a last place team, and guys that did not come to Vanderbilt this year to finish last. So we will use that motivation. I know it's probably going to anger them. I hope it does. I hope we work harder and keep proving people wrong. But at the same time, that's other people's opinion. So we got to make sure that we're doing what's right for us.
Moral of the story, we can be idiots sometimes. And we were last year with South Carolina, so we'll see this year. But tell me more about kind of the mental makeup of this team. You mentioned guys are kind of taking that to heart a little bit. A.J. Hogarth mentioned earlier to me that that's kind of put a chip inside this team. Do you feel like there's a lot of guys on this team with that type of edge who feel like maybe they've been slighted in the past and this is their opportunity to prove that, they're what they think and not what people think?
Yeah, I mean, we're at the point right now when we try to put together the roster, we try to find players that were successful already in the transfer portal but actually had more to prove. And so this just kind of shows even more than that, where, all right, now this is what a group of people think about this collection of guys together. And, it just adds to it. I don't think we need to be more motivated. We're working hard. I don't think we could work harder. But at the same time, there might be a couple of moments you get an extra chip on your shoulder to remember, all right, this is what to think of you.
You do your research on your guys. I know you watch film, meet with guys, but you don't know what you got till they get to campus and they practice. Give me a couple of things that you didn't know you had, maybe traits players had, a guy that was maybe better than what you thought you were getting. Just tell me some things that you've seen that you didn't expect.
Yeah, I mean, we're still learning every day. I mean, we had a scrimmage yesterday with the referees coming in, and we had a couple players play great. And maybe they have or haven't, but like I said, it's different guys. I mean, yesterday in the scrimmage, Grant Huffman played really good. Devin McLaughlin was really tough, played great. Chris Manning. Scrimmage before that was AJ. And so we've had different guys along the way. MJ Collins had a really good spring. Tyler Nichols been playing great. So it's all of them. So we still got a couple weeks away. We're going to keep getting it better, working hard at it. I'm excited about this group. We want to stay healthy. We want to take the guys into the season. But at the same time, it's going to be a fun journey with them.
You guys didn't have an all-league player, and that doesn't always mean everything, especially since you've had guys who are all-league in the past in other leagues. Just, do you feel like this is maybe a team that maybe does it by committee a little more? You talk about guys stepping up on different days, and it's different guys. Is that maybe part of the identity of this team, a little more balanced approach?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going in saying, going to run the offense through one player or two players where they're doing it. I think what we want to do is play basketball the right way. And I think you're going to have different guys and different nights. And, our motto really is going to be strength in numbers. I think whoever it's going to be, our 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th guy is going to be a really good player that can start. And so we're going to have to use that to our advantage this year.
I've seen one of your practices, but what stood out immediately, you guys are going to have to be in shape because you're going to run a lot. Is it a thing where you're going to be getting guys in there going full speed for 5 minutes and then bringing a new group of guys in? Or what's that substitution pattern look like?
Yeah, I mean, I would say especially early, and we're going to be playing a lot of guys. And how hard we play and how fast we're going to play, guys are going to get in better shape throughout the season. And some guys' minutes will extend, as we keep going. But at the same time, we never want a guy on the court that's going to be resting or waiting to do something. We want guys to empty the tank, go as hard as they can while they're out there, and then it's the next guy up to come in and do the same thing.
We're going to wrap up quickly. Last thing, though, talk to me about the Alabama day. You said you were watching it. Where were you watching it at, and what was the decision-making process to not try to jinx it and stay home?
Yeah, it was just an unbelievable day. I was watching it with friends. And the debate at halftime was, let's get to the game. And I'm not a superstitious person, but I did not want to put that on the football team. But me coming to the game at halftime and something happening. So I stayed where I was, cheered them on, and just a great moment. Really proud of them. And also exciting how hard that was to win at Kentucky next week. I mean, give all of them credit for being able to have a big win and come back and do that again next week. That's hard to do.
Diego Pavia just tweeted a couple hours ago that he wants to see basketball in Nashville. Do you have another walk-on spot? Can you open one?
Hey, he's tough, and I think he's a lot of people doubt him before. He's proven them wrong. So that mentality, we'll create something for him.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Thanks for coming on. We'll have you again soon.
All right. Thanks, guys.